Hi everybody, I'm Xander Levy.
I'm Jared Thomas.
You know, Jared, we're actually living in kind of a video game movie renaissance right now.
It's really surprising because originally around like the early 2000s, there was books that were kind of all the rage right then and there. Like we had Hunger Games, Harry Potter, we moved into superheroes, and now we're kind of in this new video game era, which is amazing because video game movies have not really had the best reputation.
Nowadays we have stuff like Sonic, the upcoming Zelda, especially the animated Mario Brothers movie, which came out a couple years ago. That was a smash hit.
They cared about the source material, which is, as a person who loves playing video games, is really, really near and dear to my heart.
If you lived like 32 years ago when it was the movies that we had to deal with back in the 90s, I don't think you would have been a big fan of video games just from the movie output Hollywood was making.
We would never want to touch a video game ever again. Game controller.
But yeah, we had the 1993 Super Mario Brothers live-action movie. And it's perhaps the most well-known, and I would argue, Jared, legendary video game to film failure ever. Let's take a step back, Jared. Let's just think about what Mario Brothers is for a moment. We look at Super Mario Brothers, this colorful and imaginative children's game, where, you know, we see a couple cute little Italian stereotypes. They're jumping around.
Fantasy world where you have to save the princess from a giant dragon turtle looking thing.
Enjoyable, bright, light-hearted characters. And now the directors of this Super Mario Brothers movie, in 1993 film, the directors looked at the game and they saw something very different. They saw darkness. They saw despair. They see a dirty dystopian world filled with steam and neon.
Were we playing the same game?
As a parody, this could be cool. What sucks though is that they still had to put in stuff from the game, like mushrooms, cute dinosaurs, you know, all the jumping and the flying, all those things they tried to cram in there. This movie was directed by a husband and wife team, Rocky Morton and Annabelle Jankel. The writers, they were going to write something more of a kid-friendly family adventure.
Okay, that's kind of good. That's kind of what Illumination did.
Yeah, and the directors of this movie thought, you know, we have a different vision in mind. We don't do lighthearted. We do more dystopian cyberpunk.
Oh, they would have loved Cyberpunk 2077.
This is what drove a majority of the craziness in this movie.
I can now see why where this whole thing stems from now.
So it's kind of funny that we have no viable source to play this movie from. Like, you can't rent it, you can't buy it online.
It shows that they really wanted to try removing this movie from existence in like the best Thanos way.
Nintendo came in and tried to snap this movie's existence out.
Have you seen the first Mario movie? What first Mario movie?
There was no first Mario movie. Oh, you mean the 2023 one?
It's the only movie we know of. Saying if you see any like red dots on our forehead,
it might be from Nintendo.
Goodbye.
Alright, so the movie starts out pretty cute enough.
Kind of creepy that they actually have the actual music from the game.
I was thinking that. It's like a ghost of what the game used to be. We start out as a history lesson on dinosaurs. It was like a rip-off of Land Before Time, basically.
Yeah, no. We don't do that here.
A long, long time ago, the Earth was ruled by dinosaurs.
You know, it just don't get no better than this.
Yeah.
You kind of have to check to make sure, are we watching the right movie?
I was about to do that.
Like, it's still early. Like, give him time to explain.
Then something happened. A giant meteorite struck the Earth. Goodbye, dinosaurs. What if the impact of that meteorite created a parallel dimension where the dinosaurs continue to thrive and evolve into intelligent, vicious, aggressive beings? Just like us. And hey, what if they found a way back?
You don't talk all that crazy shit and then cut to the Super Mario Brothers logo. Like, you don't just dump a bunch of crazy lore like that.
That's what I call a cold open. Oh my god.
They must have done that after the fact. Because there's no way anybody's gonna understand what's going on. Nobody just says, Brooklyn, 65 million years ago. Like, they added all that after.
What was this guy on when saying this?
What if the dinosaurs weren't all destroyed?
The end result sounds like something a crazy man would say when he's off his meds. What if there's another dimension for all the dinosaurs? Yeah, but what if, though? I didn't ask about any of that.
This is when that crazy crackhead's just like, yo, I got this really good theory about dinosaurs.
So we go from the nut house talking about dimensions of dinosaurs that are trying to cross over to our realm, followed by the title, and we see a mysterious woman running through the rainy night, ding-dong ditching a church.
Is Lord Frodo here? What in the Superman capsule is that?
So they're dropping off a baby at a church. Okay, all right.
An egg?
A baby hatched from an egg. I love the reaction here from the nun when she sees the egg for the first time.
I wouldn't know what to think if someone dropped that on my front porch, dude. That looks like a bomb.
Where's the rock?
Koopa. So we finally get introduced to the brothers.
So that's Mario and Luigi.
This movie is so crazy that even when we get to normal people, they still gotta be watching crazy shit on TV.
Another dimension, you mean?
Sure.
Actually, I'm just on meth. Another dimension, sure.
Dude, I can see all universes. Call me Miles Morales. Am I allowed to say that Luigi looks more like the killer Luigi?
Like, the thing is, these two actors, Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo, they actually are pretty good together.
Yeah, well, you don't know it could happen.
Like, oh, they're just two plumbers that happen to be in Brooklyn.
You know, I read that sea turtles navigate thousands of miles on instinct.
Not in New York traffic, they don't.
Well, what are you complaining about? Come on, we're here, aren't we?
They do have, like, good chemistry. Like, I can honestly almost believe that they're brothers.
Scapelli. They beat us to it again. Another lost job.
I didn't know you could race.
I'm gonna call two plumbers at the same time, see who gets here first. I'll hire the first one who gets
That's
here.
some psychopathic behavior.
Right?
It's like calling two pizza places.
I'm only gonna pay the first person that arrives.
Don't do that, by the way, even though it sounds hilarious.
And then you get the bumbling ass henchman. Just walking through the street like a couple of tweakers.
Pretty much.
Look at him.
Hiding behind a window.
Bruh.
Hi, it's Daisy.
Daisy?
She's beautiful, huh?
It's little moments this though between the brothers where you can tell they actually seem genuine.
She's nice. Go talk to her. Go on.
No, I can't.
Come
I
on,
can't.
go
I don't know
talk
what
to
to
her.
say.
What's the matter with you?
It's probably because they were drunk most of the time on set.
Yeah.
Bob Hoskins looks like he had a few already in this scene. There were some accounts that John Leguizamo was the one who was taking the whiskey, though. But Bob Hoskins was smoking weed, apparently.
You walk over and it's just like, what's that little white stuff underneath his mustache? Oh.
No, I have heard it.
You can tell he wasted.
But it's not like I hang around the flower shops and nothing like that.
What my brother is trying to say.
Look, if you're not going to have any game, I can step in and try.
Dinner.
Do you eat?
Yeah?
Dinner?
Sure.
Tonight.
Tonight?
Oh,
Okay, there's good parts where just Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo being regular dudes. Brooklyn plumbers just hanging out, going double dating, eating pasta.
So do they get their iconic outfits at all?
Eventually, yeah.
Okay, cool. Do we get to see, is it like a Deadpool movie?
It's a whole moment. It's not the costumes you want, but it's the costumes you get.
Oh, no.
a meteorite hit here a long time ago. It could be what destroyed all the dinosaurs.
Wow, there were dinosaurs in Brooklyn?
Relax, Luigi. There used to be Dodgers here, too.
She's like, hey, Mario's kind of funny, man. His big brother really did cut him down to size.
Why don't you come on down to the tanning salon and I can hook you up with some free tans? And you probably want to take off that rock.
Well, actually, you know, I never take it off. Well, I know it sounds weird, but I mean, it's the only thing I have from when I was found.
When I was found.
Oh, she was the baby from the egg.
You mean you don't know who your mother and your father are neither? Mario here brought me up. He's been my mother my whole life.
Hey.
All right, my father, my uncle, my brother, everybody.
You got that goofy Riz, though.
That goofy Riz. And the dialogue is a little corny, but it's actually fun. It's corny in a way that dudes like this should be.
Yeah. I'll admit he's weird, but it's kind of a realistic kind of weird. But she's also weird at the same time.
They kind of match it. It's normal so far.
And that's when they found the fossils.
You sure you know where you're going?
It's just ahead.
What is this, the office or something?
What type of sewer system is this?
It's more like a home. I feel, I don't know, comfortable.
Yo, this is a tunnel. This is where the Alaskan bullworm lives.
These are all strange new species. It's almost as if he was a monster trying to be a human being.
What?
What are you smoking, Daisy?
By the way, dinosaurs back then, before humans existed, tried to be like humans.
Yeah, before humans were even around, they were trying to be like us.
They ran all
They
the
teleported.
And they're in different clothes now, too.
Strap your belt on, kid. We're going in.
I want to take that as a gift. I want that as a meme. Drop your belt on, kid. We're going in.
It's weird because I'm now noticing there are some connections to the most recent Mario Brothers movie, and this is one of them where they go into the sewers to actually fix a pipe.
I mean, I kind of like the idea of that. Like, they are plumbers after all. The fact that they are plumbers should be what takes them into the magical world.
Daisy, where are you?
They gotta find where Daisy is. She was just kidnapped. Where'd she go? This is when things started to get weird. Like, compared to where we are going, things were fucking normal before.
Hold on to me, Daisy!
Why is there a canyon in the middle of the sewer? What?
It's almost like the movie slipped you something, and the shit just kicked in. You're looking at her face like John Leguizamo is right now. Like, you just have to rewind it, because, like, did I just miss something? I mean, I know I blinked, I looked down, but what is going on? It comes out of nowhere! It comes out of nowhere! We don't see how she got sucked into the portal, or how.
Does a full flip.
Oh, wow. It's when Bob Hoskins falls into the other dimension. This movie loses its goddamn mind.
It feels like we're watching something completely different right now. What in the hell?
I'm coming!
You know, I'll give them credit. I'll say this, Jared. They wanted to give you another dimension. It actually does seem like another dimension, because I can't understand any of this. I never made it to this level of Super Mario Brothers before.
No one has.
Oh, what do you mean, Jared? You ever gotten a level in Mario where they got to tattoo parlors? They were eating skewered lizards on a hot dog bun? Okay, they got the same production designer who made Blade Runner. That makes a lot of sense.
I don't know, I ain't been to Manhattan in a couple of weeks.
Must have been a bad couple of weeks.
There's just little dinosaurs hanging out in the street like rats. Like, I don't even want to bother asking why there are people who look like people and other people who look like lizard people. Like, oh, okay, it's a dimension where everyone's evolved from dinosaurs. I'm only bringing this up because, Jared, again, this doesn't have shit to do with Mario Brothers.
Without that piece, the meteorite lays dormant. I'll not be able to merge the dimensions. Where is it?
The plumbers took it.
Plumbers.
So, this is meant to be King Koopa, or Bowser, played by Dennis Hopper. But it doesn't look anything like Bowser. It just looks like Trump with cornrows.
Who's this Koopa clown?
I don't think you want to do that.
Why?
That Koopa clown is one evil, egg-sucking son of a snake.
He really tried. For a guy who apparently hated all this, he hated being on set constantly. I'm not saying he's great, or even good, but he sticks with it. He puts in more than he had to.
I mean, he's playing an angry role. Oh, you need me to pretend like I hate everything? Oh.
He admitted to people on set in the beginning, and I just came here for the check. I'll be here 5 days, then I'm out. And they had his ass up on set for 17 weeks. Because that's what you get.
Okay, that's a bit of karma, I'm not gonna lie.
This frustrated him so bad that he allegedly held people up on set for 2 hours one day going on a rant because they were, constantly changing his lines. According to the article from The Guardian, the first 45 minutes of the rant, everybody on set was like, oh yeah, I've been waiting for somebody to stand up and say something. But then, you gotta remember, it goes another 2 hours, you're like, god damn. Oh.
It can't be about this movie. I'm pretty sure this man had some personal gripes he got out throughout that time.
You almost feel like Dennis Hopper's taking it out on the other actors.
Oh my god, that actually looks real. Holy crap, he's actually about to kill a man.
Right?
You know what I'm talking about!
He was legit attacked. I'm sorry.
Right? Like, that was improvised. He just got mad one day on set and Dennis Hopper went off. I'm tired of you getting drunk all the time. Give me your drugs.
Where'd you get your stash?
What single-cell organism did you evolve from?
Tyrannosaurus Rex, the Lizard King. Thank you very much.
Imagine your dialogue. You have to say this shit with a straight face.
Dude read this and wanted to burn the script.
I'm only gonna be here 5 days. I have to admit, I honestly respect they went out of their way to make these creatures look nothing like the original Goombas.
Yeah, it's a little insulting.
They're trying to piss fans off.
Someone must have hated Nintendo on this thing. I can understand what the current things Nintendo's doing. I can understand them, but I'm not going to be this mean.
I love how they have little heads, then just put on oversized trench coats, like the David Byrne outfit.
Let's get out of here before this fungus stuff eats us alive.
Poor Bob Hoskins. This man is an Oscar-nominated actor, and he's forced to say lines like this. Oh, he was also in Roger Rabbit.
Oh, that's the same guy?
I like to think it's the same accent.
Oh, come on!
Princess Daisy. Cooper thinks you're the only one who can merge the dimensions.
People say we overdo the multiverse trope nowadays.
God.
You say the fate of the multiverse, and my brain dies.
You know, some things from the games, they just force in here way too hard.
Please tell me that's not who I think it is.
No, it's who you think it is.
No!
Yoshi!
What in the hell?
What have they done to you? Look how they massacred my boy. The producers of this movie are probably thinking, wow, we're going to sell so many toys. Then Jurassic Park came out at the same summer. I'm like, well, fuck.
You are so fresh and so clean. Don't fight it. You know you've always been uncomfortable in the human world.
No! It's so weird that this is based in such a kid-friendly video game, and yet you're going to now see the nightclub, and they literally just hired strippers.
You said what now?
Go-go dancers. Haven't you played this level in the game, Jared?
I think we play the different versions of Mario. Is this a PG movie?
For kids! Guess the cinema score for this movie.
These are like the letter ones, right?
Yeah, like A, B, C, D.
Q.
No. B+. Which are like, what? That's some bullshit.
Okay, so no Mario fans walked into this movie.
Clearly not.
Some people were just like, I'd like to see Mario get a lap dance.
This is my dream ever since I was a kid.
Let's go!
Oh wow, they're really doing it.
Yo,
By
they're in the outfits!
We're only 66 minutes into the movie.
I mean, it's like in Deadpool and Wolverine where you put the mascot at the very end.
The whole thing just feels rushed.
Those outfits look really out of place.
Daisy, I think this may come as something of a shock. Daisy, may I present to you your father?
I'm gonna actually be sick. Why are they zooming in on this? They wanted to make something freaky.
How the fuck did this get a B+ from Cinema Score?
Who walked in this theater and said,
I want you to meet my father.
Luigi's like, you know what? Maybe I don't need to meet your parents after all. I don't think this relationship's gonna work out.
Well, it's an honor to meet you, sir, and a pleasure. And
Yo, mad respect for Luigi right there. He's like, I don't care. Wedding's gonna be awkward, but I don't
Whatever
care.
gets the family approval.
And the rock will merge our two dimensions. Lean it down.
Oh my god!
Yikes.
man, she sure makes an impression.
Not anymore, she's dead.
That's what Koopa meant. Only I can withstand the Force.
Whatever, man. If you say so.
I believe a sentence like that was said.
I can only control the Force. Huh? He's getting Thanos.
Koopa, I don't feel so good.
We're merging!
So why do they start disappearing again and getting teleported? I don't know.
I was about to say, what's happening?
Look!
Oh my god! That ages so badly!
No way they did that!
Yeah, wait, go back.
Look! It's Koopa's tower!
Hey, we can make fun of it now for all we want. In 1993, they probably thought, oh, they're making the Twin Towers in this universe look like the ones in the Koopa universe. Because they probably didn't think they were going to predict the fucking future. He turns into a big scary dinosaur. What? It just turns into a bit of slime and then dies. Mario didn't even kill him. He was just in shock. He's like, what? It's probably the case the producers were like, look, we don't have any more money. Like, we don't have any more money. You better spill some of that green slime on the floor.
I'd call them the Super Mario Brothers.
Shut up.
They said the name of the movie!
They're finally called by their names.
They said the name of the movie! They said the
Luigi, Mario!
Daisy!
You gotta come with me, I need your help.
We have to tease a sequel.
You're never gonna believe this.
I believe it.
You do?
I believe.
Well, you may be wondering, why does Mario immediately know what to do? Oh, why does Daisy have a flamethrower? I don't know, but I guess we'll have to wait until the sequel to find out.
The sequel that will never happen.
Super Mario Brothers, 1993. Wow, what a ride, man. What a crazy experience.
It's funny because if it did not involve the Super Mario Brothers and it was just its own weird thing, this would have been a weird cult classic kind of movie.
Yeah, like its own strange anomaly.
My 6-year-old son at the time, he's now 18, at the time he said, Dad, I think you're probably a pretty good actor, but why did you play that terrible guy, King Koopa, in the Super Mario Brothers? And I said, well, Henry, I did that so you could have shoes. And he said, Dad, I don't need shoes that bad.